Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Well, despite its horrendous lack of weapons, my warrior deck is performing pretty well so far, so I'm gonna see if that can keep up. I don't know. I have a lot of strong minions. I have a lot of stuff in the 3 and 4 casting cost range, which is a pretty good place to be. If you have minions that are really efficient, minions that are hard to kill, or that kill something when they come into play, or do something else similarly good. In the 3 and 4 mana area, that is very strong. Okay, so this is not what I want for a starting hand. I don't want the Arcanite Reaper in my starting hand, although it's tempting because it's so good. Definitely not him. Given that I'm already pitching a couple of those, I'm going to keep the Dragonlane mechanic. Again, 4 cost is not bad, but I think I'm going to get rid of the Execute. My reasoning is that early in the game, it's overkill for anything. Like, if you've already damaged a minion early in the game, you shouldn't need to execute it. Doesn't mean you won't need to, but it's unlikely to be as useful as something else could be. So that's going to be a fun guy to cleave later. I'm going to play the Abusive Sergeant. I don't get to use his ability, but he can kill totems. Most of the totems are, like, there are 3 of the 4 totems that he randomly gets from this are 0/2s that he can just kill without dying. So that would be pretty good. And of course now he's got 2 minions out. He chose not to attack with the Worgen Infiltrator because he wanted to save its stealth, right? Until it deals damage, it can't be targeted or attacked. But random effects don't target, which means that I can cleave and kill both his guys. It's tempting to coin out the Leper Gnome, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm just going to hit him for 2. I'm going to save that coin, and next turn get out a 2/1 and a 2/4. Actually, maybe I should have just coined out the Leper Gnome. Hindsight. Because she's not that much better than whatever. I really wish that guy would die. Because he's out 2/4 for 3, which, remember, is really good stats, even if you don't have a special ability. But he has a pretty special ability. Because a lot of the Shaman cards have the Overload ability, which means they're kind of cheaper up front, but then you have to pay some mana for that card next turn. If he plays any Overload card, this guy gets +1/+1, and that can stack up pretty fast. Even if he does it twice, this guy's going to become like a 4/6 monster for 3 mana. So that's not good. Now I could waste a charge, just charge this guy and kill him. Which is tempting because it would kill him. But I don't think it's actually good. I'm just going to stick to my plan. I'm going to coin out the Dragonlane mechanic. I'm going to hit him for 2. If he Lightning Storms, it's going to be horrible for me, but at least this guy will survive. Only to get killed by this, but whatever. There are so many bad things a Shaman can do to me. There's not much I can do about it. Oh, the wolves. He could play a Spirit Wolves. That would be so horrible for me. Because he has a spell. It costs 3 mana with an overload of 2. So it costs 3 mana right now, 2 mana on his next turn. It just puts into play 2 minions that are 2/3 taunt. And because it's overload, it would have given this guy the bonus. He doesn't have an overload card, or at least not one that's worth casting for him. That's fantastic. Because now I can use one of these guys to kill him, and oh yeah. Yeah, I'm going to kill him for sure. I could kill him with this, and she would survive. But I'm kind of concerned that he might be saving up. That he might still, like, get an area spell that would do 2 damage to everything. I think having her alive as a tougher thing might be better for me. I wonder. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not. You know what? I'll just kill that in a way that she survives. This gives me more stuff unless he does get an area spell. Because the problem is I'm also playing this and this, which if he has a Lightning Storm, it could kill everything. It does. Its damage is a little random. It does either 2 or 3 damage to everything. But the 50% chance only matters on him. If it wins the coin flip on him, the lightning storm would kill all my guys. Oh, he was leaving things alive because he wanted to play the sea giant for cheap, right? Because just like mine, he gets cheaper for everything this out there. Ah, so now I can play my sea giant, but I don't have enough stuff to kill his. On the other hand, I have more things in play, so you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to play mine. He'll probably end up trading his for mine, unless he has a hex, which would be annoying. I'm going to trade this guy for the 4/1. Reduces his options, and of course I'm using the one where when it dies I draw a card. And then I'll hit him for some damage, because why not? I actually have even more hit points than it looks like, because I happen to know I have the shield block in my hand. Later on I can play this, and it's just like another 5 hit points, plus drawing a card, but it's a low priority because it really doesn't do anything to control the board. Oh, that's kind of annoying. So he was able to make his just big enough to kill mine. No, he still isn't taking out my forces well enough, so that's fine, because I can just trade one of these I can take out all his army, basically. Not a problem. And in fact, that's what we're going to do. Not even a question. Kill everything that has attack. I am leaving a totem alive. There's a lot that a shaman can do, even with a 0/2 token, totem, but I can live with that, because I'm playing this guy, who's pretty scary, and the leper gnome, who fills in that 1 mana I had left over anyway. Even if he dies, he'll do 2 damage to my opponent, unless he gets silenced somehow. And of course, if he's not killed, then he can attack and do more damage, or he can kill the totem or something. Okay. These guys are so good. 6/5 for 6 is perfectly fine stats, and dealing 3 damage to something is an amazing ability. Just like incredible ability to have. So I'm way ahead in hit points anyway. I'm gonna play my Arcanite Reaper, my big old weapon, and I'll just take the 6 damage to kill him, because now he's dead, and I'm happier. I'm gonna hit you. Killing the totem would be nice, but I don't think it's essential right now. I'm gonna armor up. Now you could ask yourself, why didn't I armor up before attacking, right? Because then I would take less damage. Well, here's the thing. There are no spells that destroy your armor, so 24 health and 2 armor is exactly as good as 26 health. But it's actually better for certain cards. And he doesn't know I don't have those cards. But I could be building up armor, but usually you'd rather take damage to your hit points and save the armor. Because the warrior could use the armor for that shield slam card. Like if I had shield slam, I could just armor up again, get to 4 armor, and shield slam would let me kill this guy for 1 mana. That would be awesome. Or there's the Molten Giant, who his casting cost starts at 20, but it's reduced by 1 for every damage you take. If I was playing with Molten Giants, I'd want to take more damage to myself to reduce their casting cost, but armor doesn't count towards whether or not the Molten Giant is castable. Alright, I think the thing to do here, I'm going to play my Frothing Berserker, so that whenever a minion takes damage, he gets bigger. I am going to use another hit on... Oh wait, can I just kill my opponent? Duh. Hold on. 4, 9... No, I can't kill my opponent this turn. Which is relevant. So instead, I'm going to use this axe to kill this thing. I do take damage, I just don't care much. And I'm going to play the Kokron Elite. And... You know what, I'm actually going to hit for 4. It's a little risky leaving that totem alive. But I'm willing to take that chance. I have a charge here, so if I can draw a large minion that I can still cast, it'd be awesome. That was not as awesome. Okay. I just need to be able to do 6 damage. If I could draw a minion that does 4 damage... That's close enough, because actually the charge itself adds 2 damage. So here's what happens. I go Cruel Taskmaster. He does 1 damage to this guy, which gives him +1 attack from his own ability, +2 attack from his ability, Then I hit you for 7. And I charge this guy. Now he can attack, and he has +2 attack. All that charge stuff is good. The ability to give charge to a minion that doesn't normally have charge is very good. Alright, that is 4 wins, no losses yet. Very beefy, minion-heavy warrior deck. I mean, this deck has a lot of the same advantages as the Druid deck that I played last that got way farther than I thought. Because, of course, it has a lot of fatness. Now, the Druid deck had even fatter minions, but they were also a little bit more expensive. And the key is, this deck has a lot of that charge to help finish off my opponent. So, if my strong 3 and 4 cost minions can get me through most of the game, keep me ahead on damage, at the end of the game I have ways to just get in even more. Okay, I'm going to pitch the Boulder Fist. I think I'm going to pitch the Defender of Argus too. I'm still hoping to get some more 2 and 3 cost minions. Because if I don't have minions that are outplay and alive, the Defender of Argus isn't very good anyway. Oh, there he's back. This is not ideal. I would really like to have some cheaper plays. Some of my 2-3 for 2 mana guys would be awesome. This is great for killing something. It's not good for fighting. It just dies. And this guy's better if you have some minions that can do attacks right after you play him, so he gets that extra boost. I guess I just armor up. I don't know. Ideally, she'll just shoot me with her turn. Nope, she is instead going to play a reasonably powerful offensive minion, so that's too bad. Where were you all my life? Ugh. Very annoying of him to just show up now. If I just play him and armor up, she'll just shoot him and he dies. If I play this guy, then she'll hit him with this and then shoot him and he dies. I don't want to waste him like that. I guess I don't have a lot of choice. I think I'm just going to use the Wolf Rider to kill that. I'd rather use him to kill something better, but I need to clear the way to get out some of these things and have any chance of keeping them alive. It's going to be a real uphill battle playing against a mage, because I don't have a lot of really tough minions the way the Druid deck did, right? Once the Druid got up to 5 mana, he kept playing like big, strong, tough things. Most of my minions have 3 or fewer hit points. That doesn't go very far against the mage. She's got another 3/2 there. God damn it. Well, if I leave it alive, next turn I can cleave, kill it, and do 2 damage to whatever other minion she plays. I guess that's a plan? I don't know. I'm going to... Yeah, I think I'm going to shield block because I want to get another card. You know what? I shouldn't go crazy on trying to save this guy. He's not worth it. I should just play him, because she's still going to have to use multiple things, like a fair amount of effort to kill him. And if she's using this to kill him, she can't use it to kill him at the same time. Plus, he's still... If these 2 guys are both still around, the Leper Gnome's still big enough to kill the panda. At some point, I've just got to play this stuff and make her spend things to kill them. But if she can kill them both, it's going to go downhill. If she can kill them both without losing this guy. Cone of Cold would suck for me right now. Cone of Cold would target one of these guys, it'll do 1 damage to both of them and freeze them both. So he wouldn't be able to attack. Yes, his attack would keep going up, but he'd be easy pickings. And use the coin, which I'd forgotten she hadn't used yet.
Ready, sir.
Oh yeah, that's annoying. She didn't kill either of my guys, though. She's risking leaving me a lot of control of this situation here. I wish I had enough mana for him and the cleave, because I could play him, kill the big guy, and then cleave would kill the other 2, and then I'd be doing awesome. It's never quite that easy, though. So, let's see. Alright, if I play the Defender of Argus, he becomes a 3/2. He becomes a 3/4, a 3/5. That's just not actually doing enough. It sounds like a lot, but it's not making him big enough to kill that, and it's not really gonna do the job for me. I think what I need to do is cleave, see what it does, and then based on that decide whether I want to charge the gnome or whatever, try and clear all these forces, preferably without taking a bunch of damage on him. So let's see what happens. Totally random. Okay, so it killed one. It weakened him, so I can just kill him with this. But he's going to die now for sure. Nothing I can do about that, so I'm just going to hit for 6. And do I shield block? Which draws me a card to replace itself, but technically uses my shield block. I'm just going to armor up. I've wasted 1 mana by doing that, and yeah, I would have got more hit points from the shield block, but I don't need those hit points now. I have over 30 hit points. Some turn I might want to shield block and armor up. You know, if I just have nothing better to do. Now, the counter argument is this would have gotten me one of my other cards first, so that maybe I could have found something better to do. I don't know. Okay. It's good to use. Every time I don't use this ability, I'm basically losing 1 copy of this ability. Right? I can't go back in time and use it 3 times in a turn that I have 6 mana. I hate how this is working out, though. Because if I play this guy, I hit her for 4, and then she hits it for 2 and shoots it, and she's like really kind of winning out in the card department as far as I'm concerned. I could shield block and try and get another card to help me, but I don't know. I think I've just got to push on. At least I'm staying on offense. Not much chance to build up minions for him to be castable, but when I get to 10 mana, I can play him either way. That's only a few turns away. That's no good. Really? You're so... I guess she didn't have the mana left to shoot him, that's right. Still. Now I could play this guy. Oh, man. Is there anything better I could do? I mean... play this guy, I could use the weapon he gives me to kill that, and then I have a 3/3. No. It's not going to be better than just playing this guy, though. Having him out is very beneficial. Then what do I do with this? Do I kill that, at which point she can just shoot him? She can do that anyway, though. She's getting more control over it, right? Because she could use this and this to kill my 8/8 otherwise. Oh, that's so hard. She probably has some way to kill him anyway. I think I'm going to go for the damage. Because I have that kind of deck. A fairly aggressive damage-dealing deck. Like, if I play Arathi Weaponsmith and then charge him, he attacks for 5. And then I can attack for 2 with my weapon. It's another 7 damage. Even if only this guy survives, that's 11 damage. She'd be almost dead. Like, this deck has a lot of rush-down power. And she's busy. She's going to have to spend a fair amount of her stuff to kill this guy, unless she has like a polymorph in her hand. She could use this plus a fireball. Fireball does 6 damage. At least that would take half her mana, but it would be bad for me because it would leave the ogre free to do whatever. Flame Strike, that's no good. It did take all her mana. Wow, she used the Flame Strike and the ogre to kill him. Okay. I'm fine with that. Well, this turn works out pretty easily. We cast the Twilight Drake first, because he'll be bigger if I cast him first. Then we play the Weaponsmith. He gives me an axe. I use the axe to kill her only minion. And what now? She's still got more cards in her hand. But I have total battlefield control right now. Even if she Flame Strikes again, I'm still going to have a fair amount of stuff left. Ooh, now... has she been saving a bunch of cheap spells like this? Because she's going to draw a card from every one she casts while this guy's out. She casts Mirror Image, that would be strong. Or the Frostbolt, yeah, that's pretty good. Because she's drawing a card from each one. That's bad. I need to kill this guy if I can't kill her. First off, can I kill her? Got 3, 4, 5. If I charge her, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is not lethal damage. Is there a better way I could do that? I don't think so, because he costs 4 mana. He messes up the plan a little bit. I mean, I guess I play her, I defend her, so he's a 4-3 and she's a 4-2. No, that's probably what I should do, but it's not going to kill her. It just means that this guy can kill him. I hate leaving her so alive. But I guess that's what we're going to do. Getting her super low without killing her is too risky. It's something you really need to watch out for, because your opponent can often save stuff for when they get really low. Now, if this was a 4-4 who's built for fighting, I would probably leave him alive and just hit her for the damage. But he draws her cards, so he has to die. It is non-optional. I'm going to save my axe, because I could use it to kill something she puts out. I'm just going to armor up. But yeah, you got to be very careful. If you can possibly avoid it, don't spend all your stuff to reduce your opponent to 1 or 2 hit points. Like, if you can avoid it, you want to hit them as much as you can all at once for that finishing blow, because if you get them to 1 or 2 hit points, now they know how low they are. So first off, they have a better assessment of the situation than if they're at 14 and you're going to kill them from 14 health when they're not expecting it. But also, there are tricks they might be able to play that will reverse the momentum. Like, she could play the secret ice block, and then if I damage her, or if I would reduce the mage's hit points below 1, and they have an ice block in play, it triggers. It makes them immune to damage for that turn, which means it gives them a whole extra turn of life to try and come back. And then after that, they can start doing all kinds of other stuff, try and heal themselves back up or whatever. It's bad. Okay, I think I should have her dead, but maybe not. You know what? I don't. 4, 5, 6. Or I can't use both weapons, right? You can only attack once. This is 9. 10, 11, if I buff her with that, I just can't do it. So I'm going to shield block and see if it draws me something it would let me kill her. Okay, I am going to go for damage like that. Could I have killed her? 2, 4, 5, 6. No, I couldn't have. I'm trying to decide, should I cast the Arcanite Reaper now? No, I don't think I should, because, yeah, no. Because my next turn I can go 5 mana, Arcanite Reaper. Like, I couldn't attack with it this turn anyway. I already attacked once with my guy. Next turn I can play the Arcanite Reaper, so that can hit for 5. Then I can play her. If I have a weapon, she'll get the weapon's attack. So she'll be a 7-3, and I'll have 3 mana left to charge her. So even though she's just healed, I'm going to be able to hit her for like 1 billion damage. Unless she puts out a taunt minion. No taunt, no taunt, no taunt, no taunt. That doesn't look like a taunt. Woo! I win. Surprise damage. Because she doesn't know that I won. She thought maybe that'll give me something I need. Nope. Charge. Die, landlubber. I wish I had more weapons. I mean, if I draw this one every game, that goes a long way. The problem is more all the games when I don't draw it. But I've gotten up to 5 wins, so I'm obviously drawing the right things at the right time. We'll see if that keeps up next time. Please click the like button, though there may be a small chance of lycanthropy. Just make sure the only animals around are good ones. You don't want to become like a were-toad or were-gerbil or something. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.